Hello everyone, I'm Kerry, the founder of Best of Us Investors. Today we are diving deep into a really fascinating company that's right at the heart of the AI revolution, Marvell Technology. Let's jump right in.
Now, I want you to know this is not your typical stock analysis. This is what we call the new way to invest, and it's powered entirely by my AI research partners. They're the ones who help us cut through all the noise and get to what really matters.
So let me introduce you to the team. First, we have Bard, our strategist. He's the big picture guy, the one who actually found this stock. He looks at the story, the market, the competitive mode. And then we have Samantha, our analyst. She is all about the numbers, crunching the data, checking the financial health. You put them together and you get this incredible 360-degree view of a company.
Before we go any further, there's a standard you need to know about. Here at Best of Us Investors, our mission, it's simple, but it's ambitious. We are only looking for stocks that we truly believe can deliver this, a 100% return in just 3 years. It's a really high bar, I know, but that's what filters out the merely good companies from the truly great ones.
So, that brings us right to the main event, the big question for today's entire analysis. With everything we're about to uncover, can Marvell Technology, ticker MRVL, can it actually meet that standard? Can it double our money in 3 years?
And this is where we find the central puzzle with Marvell. You see, the company just posted a record quarter. Revenue shot up a massive 58% year over year, all thanks to this AI boom. So what happened to the stock? It tanked. It plunged 16%. And the reason? Well, their forecast, which was still really strong, just slightly missed Wall Street's sky-high expectations.
You know, this is the classic investor's dilemma. Is this a huge warning sign, a falling knife you just don't want to try and catch? Or is the market just overreacting, creating a golden opportunity for us? To figure that out, we've got to go way beyond the headlines. So let's dispatch the team, and we're going to start with the hard data.
First up is Samantha. We've got to know if the company is fundamentally sound before we even think about the growth story. So let's see what her quantitative health check dug up.
And wow, Samantha's analysis immediately flagged this number 88. This is Marvell's score on a key metric called the Rule of 40. Now, to put that in perspective for you, anything over 40 is considered healthy for a growth company. A score of 88, that isn't just good, it's exceptional. It is a powerful, immediate sign of elite financial health.
So what is this Rule of 40 anyway? Well, it's a pretty simple benchmark for these high-growth companies. You just take the revenue growth rate and you add the profit margin. If that total is over 40, you're looking at a healthy, sustainable business. Marvell's recent 58% growth plus a roughly 30% operating margin gives it that score of 88. That is more than double the benchmark. It's just incredible.
Digging a little deeper, Samantha gave Marvell a full report card. An A- in profitability, which is great. Margins are expanding nicely. A B+ in liquidity, meaning they have plenty of cash to operate and invest. And solid Bs in solvency and efficiency. The crucial takeaway here is that there are no red flags. This is a fundamentally strong company.
Okay, so what does this all mean for the company's financial engine? Well, after that 16% stock drop, the valuation, what you're paying for those future earnings, is now really reasonable, with a forward PE in the low 20s. That is super attractive for a company that's projected to grow its earnings by 25 to 30% every year. You add in manageable debt and expanding margins, and the numbers are telling a really clear story of strength.
Okay, so Samantha confirms the company is financially solid. That's check number one. But look, a great balance sheet doesn't guarantee a great investment. We need a durable competitive advantage, what we call a moat. For that, we turn to Bard for the big picture. This is the key question, right? The numbers can change quarter to quarter, but a deep competitive moat is what protects a business for years and years. What makes it so difficult for rivals to come in and steal their lunch? And here's Bard's answer. Marvell is a leader in creating custom, tailor-made chips for the cloud giants. They have this massive library of intellectual property which creates incredibly high switching costs for their customers. Then you add in some really strong leadership and their position as a key arms dealer in the AI race, and you have a very, very formidable moat. Let's quickly define this term, custom AI silicon, because it is the absolute core of their strategy. This isn't some off-the-shelf product. It's a chip that Marvell designs hand in hand with a customer, like an Amazon or a Google, for their very specific AI needs. This isn't just a simple transaction. It's a deep, multi-year partnership.
So the growth story becomes very simple to understand. You've got the AI revolution creating this historic demand for computing power. The big cloud companies, they're in an arms race to build out the infrastructure to meet that demand. And Marvell, well, they're not chasing the gold. They're selling the essential picks and shovels, the custom chips and networking gear that makes it all possible. So we have a financially healthy company with a strong competitive moat, and it's riding a massive technological wave. Now for the final piece of the puzzle. What does this all mean for the stock price? Let's turn to the verdict. All right, we've modeled 3 potential scenarios here. In a conservative case, let's say the AI hype fades a bit, the stock might be flat to down over 3 years, maybe ending around $55. Our moderate base case scenario, what we think is most likely, sees the stock hitting $115. And then, in an aggressive, high-octane AI upside scenario, we could see a target of $140 by early 2028. Now, let's just visualize what that actually means for our return on investment. The conservative case, you're essentially flat. The moderate or base case delivers a very strong 80% return. And the aggressive case? Well, that delivers a 120% return, and that comfortably clears our goal.
And this brings us right back to our original mission. We are looking for that 100% return potential. So, based on everything Samantha and Bard have found for us, does Marvell technology meet our standard?
The verdict is in. Yes, it does. While our most likely base case comes in just a little shy at around 80%, the aggressive scenario, which we see as very plausible, surpasses our 100% goal. The risk-reward profile here is just compelling.
And just to put that in perspective, we assign a 50% probability to our base case. But we also see a 25% chance of that aggressive upside, balanced by a 25% chance of the conservative downside. This gives us a really clear picture of the opportunity and the risks involved. Ultimately, we see a company with pristine financials and a powerful moat, offering a compelling entry point after its recent dip.
You know, this whole data-driven process, this is the new way to invest. We practice every single week inside our Best of Us Investors Platinum program. It's where we teach our members how to find these exact kinds of opportunities for themselves. If you found this valuable, I really invite you to learn more.
But for now, the key question with Marvell isn't if AI will be big, but whether Wall Street has underestimated the very company that's supplying the picks and shovels for the gold rush. Thanks for joining me.